Alright, buckle the hell up you new gen fans, because we're diving headfirst into the beautiful, chaotic, emotionally devastating roller coaster that is Guilty Crown. Join me as I dive into Guilty Crown and see if it can leave you completely speechless. Firstly, let's talk about its plot. The story kicks off in a post-apocalyptic Japan, now under the military control of an international organization called GHQ, after a deadly virus outbreak known as Lost Christmas. Yeah, shit already sounds heavy. Here enters our main boy, Shu Ouma. He's your typical awkward high schooler, quiet, insecure, socially anxious, and then boom. He meets Inori, a beautiful, mysterious singer working with an underground resistance group called Funeral Parlor. Through a mix of fate, tragedy, and holy shit what just happened, Shu gets the power of the king, a godlike ability that lets him pull weapons out of people's souls. Yep, that's a thing. These soul weapons are called voids, and they reflect each person's innermost identity. So now Shu's no longer a nobody, he's a walking WMD. And with this new power, he's thrust into a war between GHQ's tyrannical rule, Funeral Parlor's idealistic rebellion, and his own spiraling sense of morality. But here's a catching his power that doesn't make him an overpowered protagonist. This isn't just a flashy superpower, it's a symbol of leadership, sacrifice, and manipulation. Shu's ability forces him to dig into people's deepest emotions and weaponize them. That sounds cool until you realize he's literally turning his friends into tools. The more he uses his power, the more he disconnects from his humanity. The burden of leadership eats away at him like emotional acid. Now let's talk about the side characters. Firstly, Guy Tsutsugami, the charismatic leader of Funeral Parlor. He's strategic, confident, and a central figure in the resistance against the corrupt government. Next is Ayase Shinomiya, a wheelchair-bound but fierce and skilled Endlave Mecha pilot, loyal to Guy and later respects Shu. Up next is Tsugumi, a tech-savvy, upbeat hacker in Funeral Parlor. She adds energy and comic relief to the group. There's also family members like Haruka Uma, Shu's adoptive mother, and a scientist working for GHQ. She holds key knowledge about Shu's past. Next is Mana Uma, Shu's older sister, central to the apocalypse virus mystery. Her fate is deeply tied to the overarching plot. Each character plays a key role in the series' mix of action, politics, and emotional drama. Now let's talk about the villains. First are the GHQ and the antibodies. These guys are the big authoritarian dicks running post-apocalyptic Japan like it's a police state. GHQ isn't just evil, they're surgical in their cruelty. Think high-tech fascism mixed with eugenics-level shit. Up next is Guy Tsutsugami. Now this one stings. Yeah, you heard him as a side characters earlier, but there's a twist. Guy is the original leader of Funeral Parlor. Charismatic, fearless, total badass. But plot twist, this guy isn't what he seems. His story flips everything upside down. He's both mentor and antagonist, a messiah with a hidden agenda, and the walking definition of means to an end. He believes in tearing everything down to build a new world, but is it salvation or just more chaos? Then there's you. Let's not forget this creepy-ass puppet master. He serves a shadowy group called Doth, an ancient organization obsessed with rebirth and evolution through human suffering. Yu's whole deal is manipulating fate and pushing humanity to its next stage, and he wants Shu to be his vessel for a new god. Basically, he's a cosmic nihilist, dressed like a choir boy with murder in his eyes. Now, what makes this anime unique? Look, this anime gets flack sometimes, and sure, it's not perfect, but fuck perfection. Guilty Crown is about ambition, emotion, and style, and it swings big. It has god-tier animation by Production IG. You could pause almost any frame and hang it on your wall. It also has a soundtrack that slaps hard, thanks to Hiroyuki Sawano and Supercell. My dearest, bios, instant classics. It has themes of power, identity, sacrifice, and betrayal hit you in the chest when you least expect it. It doesn't handhold. It also lets its characters make horrible mistakes, fall from grace, and claw their way back, if they're lucky. It's like a mix of Code Geass, Evangelion, and Death Note, but with its own flavor of emotional wreckage and philosophical weight. But despite all the chaos in the show at its core, Guilty Crown asks one brutal question. What does it mean to bear the weight of others? Shu starts out wanting to be a hero, but quickly learns that power isn't about being cool or saving the day. It's about making hard choices, about hurting the people you care about sacrificing your image, your innocence, sometimes even your soul. But even when everything falls apart, Guilty Crown shows us that redemption is still possible. If you can own your pain, face your past, and stop running from who you are. Final thoughts. If you love anime that punch you in the heart and drag you through moral hell, watch it. If you want something that looks gorgeous and sounds incredible, watch it. If you can handle a flawed but powerful story about love, power, and identity, watch it. Guilty Crown is a tragic, ambitious, emotionally loaded masterpiece that may not be perfect, but it's unforgettable. And that's more than you can say for 90% of the cookie-cutter new-gen trash out there. That's it for today. Share your thoughts in the comments if you have already watched this anime. Also subscribe for more anime content, and I'll catch you in the next one, my resistant fighters.